Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the brand new Dokkanfest coming to Dokkan, that being Cell Perfect Form. Final battle at the highest level, Cell Perfect Form. He is Extreme STR. Love to see it. And these are his stats at 0% in the dupe system. Let's go ahead and just go straight into it, right? Okay, so his leader skill is Tournament Participants or Worldwide Chaos. Category 3 key, 200% HP and 170% to attack and defense. And he also gives an additional 50% of the stats to androids or accelerated battle. So his 220% leader skill is to those specific categories. Interesting. Now, I did pull up the category in advance, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, this category is really not that great. And for Cell specifically, he absolutely positively is going to need an EZA, and it's looking like AGL Cell is on the docker to get an EZA, and maybe we'll go ahead and get the STR second form Cell to get an EZA too. Who knows? But in terms of options you can run on this team, I mean, you do have the UIs for dodging, that being AGL UI, Tech UI, and then STR UI. You do have the Go for Easy unit. I mean, that is an option. Albeit, would you really want to run this unit on there? I don't know, but it's really up for debate if you want to run them or not. Who else do we have here? You're not going to run Physical Rose because you want Super Boss's characters around up for that damage reduction. STR Kid Buu, absolutely, because he's still a great option. And Tech Cell is going to be far and away your best link partner for this guy because he's going to have links that Cell needs, like Ultimate Life Form and BPP, for example. Let me keep Tech Cell pulled up just to have him here as a talking point. If I remember correctly, he's giving support, like crit chance support, as well as what else? He gives crit chance support and he gives defensive support. Yeah, and that's gonna be very helpful for this Dokkanfest Cell. Okay, and he just gets 50% attack and defense for one turn. It does immense damage, of course. And he has an interest animation when there is a tournament participants category enemy or another tournament participants category ally at the start of the character's attacking turn. And he gets a 50% chance to crit, as well as launching a guaranteed super. And he creates the domain Cell Games Arena for 5 turns. So he's one of these characters who opens up the turn with his domain. If I remember correctly, doesn't Lord Slug do that? Let me just really quick do a sidebar. What's the fastest way to get the Lord Slug? Let's go through you. Let's go ahead and get, I don't know. Um is he on Worldwide Chaos? Let me just real quick pull him up. Or is he on Transformation Boost? I don't remember. No, we can just go on over to the cards and just type in Slug. Just give me 1 second, guys. I just want to check something for Slug. Isn't he one of those characters that opens up with a domain? He... Yeah, he is. Yeah, he activates his domain. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, back on over to Cell. He gets 2 key and 200% attack and defense at the start of turn, and 20% damage reduction unrestricted, as well as him launching an additional attack that's a 70% chance to come a super attack. So he gets 2 plus supers, one being guaranteed from his interest animation buff, and one being an additional chance inside his base effects. And when there is a tournament participants category enemy, he gets 50% attack and defense additionally. And when he's attacking with 12 or more key, he gets 150% attack. And for every attack performed, he gets 30% defense up to 150% defense. When the character is KO'd, he revives with HP fully recovered. After the character or an ally's revival skill is activated, he gets 30% damage reduction temporarily when receiving a super attack. Very nice. And after the character's revival skill is activated, he gets an additional 15% damage reduction and he guards. Okay. I do like his design. I do. Now the thing is that he is going to get up to 2 plus supers inside of his passive. He does have that 50% chance to crit. He has that defensive buildup, which is further supported by his additional super attack chances as well as his guarantee super that he has built in. And do keep in mind it's for every attack performed rather than just a him build it up from like super attacks performed. I do like that. I like that he has a revival in his kit because, you know, that could be clutch in specific situations. And I do love the fact that after he does revive, he's going to have 35% damage reduction with guard. And when he's taking a super attack from an enemy, he's going to have up to 65% damage reduction with his guard. That is very, very strong in his post revival. The only thing is with this card that is I don't know. The only thing is that he has to get his revival off. He really, really does. Yeah, absolutely. Now, granted, of course, he's gonna have those domain buffs, of course, at the start of the turn. But this character is really gonna want to revive. Is he really gonna revive? Want to revive? Is he really gonna want to revive post domain though? Because he's gonna get up to, if I remember correctly, 30% attack and defense. Because he supports for the three specific categories, I believe. Because I already read this kit. I just wanted to be prepared for the video. Anyways, his active skill, that being Deadly Showdown Begins, dope name, can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or starting from the fourth turn from character's entry turn. And his active skill effect, 2 key and 35% attack and defense for the rest of the battle. I love that they did the exact same thing from what they did for Kid Goku for this guy. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Dokkan, you gotta normalize this stuff. And this link set is Gentleman, Messenger from the Future, so normal cell links, Kamehameha, BBB, Shocking Speed, Ultimate Life Form. Now, going back on over to this tech cell who I did pull up at the beginning of the video, yeah, Ultimate Life Form, of course, at link level 10, let's go ahead and assume that we have our characters link leveled. 2 key, 3% HP recovery, as well as 10% attack and defense, and then that comboed with BBB, with that being 25% attack and defense, is huge, especially for this Dokkan cell, this Dokkanfest cell. 110%. So I would say, this is a super attack effect, which you already read off. I would say this cell is strong. The only thing is that he wants to revive. He wants to revive immediately. I say he's good. He's pretty good. And of course, his domain, let's go ahead and just pull it up real quick for the video. Tournament participants, category enemies and allies, 15% attack and defense. And androids or Android/Cell Saga category enemies and allies get an additional 15% attack and defense. So for Cell, he's going to get up to 30% attack and defense, like I've already said when talking about his kit. He is looking good. I think Cell's good. I think Cell's good, for sure, for sure. Anyways, I think they did my boy right. 18. She's super physical, okay? And her leader skill, of course, these are stats at 0% of the dupe system for those who want to take a look. So her leader skill, which doesn't really matter, but I'm going to read it anyways because, you know, it's part of the card. World Tournament or Peppy Gals, Category 3, key 130% across the board. She's a World Tournament buff, just W. Anytime we get World Tournament buffs, it's really, really nice. Whether it be like this 18 or, I don't know, any other buffs we get in the future. So her passive, she starts out with 180% attack and defense at the start of turn, and she launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance to become a super attack, so nice. And she is a Rainbow Orb Changer, nice. And she gives all allies 2 key and 30% attack and defense, also nice. And she gives an additional 18% chance to crit with 18% attack and defense to tournament participants. So, of course, this guy, or excuse me, this girl, my bad, 18, wants to be ran on Cell's team. When attacking with 12 or more keys, she gets 180% attack and defense. Great, considering the fact that she gets 50% attack and defense for one turn, as well as having a 70% chance to stun inside her super attack effect, just to quickly mention that. And when there is 3 or more tournament participants, category allies on the team, she gets a 50% chance to crit and launches an additional attack as a 50% chance to become a super attack. So she gets 2 additional super attack chance, one being restricted to you running those 3 specific category characters on the team, and one being unrestricted for you being having her inside her base effect. Couldn't think of the word. And as the second or third attacker in the turn, she has a 70% chance to dodge. Nice, just very standard. She has the defensive ability to fall back on. Okay, so best things about her, she's a Rainbow Orb Changer, 2+ supers built in. She gets an attack and defensive buff from her passive to her super attack effect. She has a basic defensive mechanic to fall back on, that being a 70% chance to dodge. She's good. My only thing is that with the release of Dokkanfest Kid Goku, Chi-Chi does look better than her. I'm just gonna say that outright. Yeah, because Chi-Chi gets that guard, she gets that dodge, she gets high amounts of stats, like just for having like a youth Kid Goku. It's dude, Chi-Chi just looks better than her on paper so far. I've used Chi-Chi because I did pull her, and yeah, Chi-Chi is very impressive. But I'm not gonna say that she doesn't look impressive. This Android 18, she looks good. Yeah, so that's the best things about this card. The thing I don't like is that for Cell, I am nitpicking, I'm sorry guys. For Cell is getting rewarded for doing attacks with his defensive build-up inside of his kit, but 18 is not. just something I want to real quick nitpick. I feel as if though she doesn't need this 50% chance to crit. She just doesn't. We could go ahead and just get that the hell up out of here and let her build up to 180% attack and defense. Why not? Let her build up 30% attack and defense up to 180% attack and defense per attack performed. Why the hell not? I just don't. I don't see why they couldn't have done that. But she's good nonetheless. And then Cell. Can I nitpick anything about Cell? He doesn't get a defensive buff when performing a super attack inside his passive, because do remember he builds up a defensive buff with each attack performed, and he only gets that attack buff when he's attacking with 12 more ki. But Cell's good. I'm not even gonna act like he's not. What's the name of his passive? Rules set by Cell. And I just want to real quick say that Cell has the best name in the game. Not this guy. Let me just go ahead and go over here. STR Perfect Cell. It would be really nice if they super easy ate this guy. But this guy has far and away the best name in the game. Welcome to Hell, Perfect Cell. Bars. This is the toughest name in all of Dokkan. And it's not because I'm a Cell fan. So with that being said, I think that is about it. I think Cell, he's pretty good. I say he's pretty good. I think they did my boy right. Yeah. And he's similar to Slug, where he opens up with his domain. Interesting. So they took that design and they threw it onto Cell. I'm all for it. Yeah, I will be summoning, by the way. I don't think I'm gonna have enough stones, but we're 100% gonna do a live for this guy. We're going to. We're going to. Hopefully they easy A AGL Cell, and they're not gonna super easy A the what's his name, the STR Perfect Cell. They're not gonna easy A this guy. It'd be amazing if they did, but they're not gonna go ahead and do it. AGL Cell 1,000% needs that easy A though, and of course Tech Cell is going to be his best link partner. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Join us 24/7 Discord server. Link is down below in the description for you guys to join today, and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be doing more of these news videos. I am. Yeah, absolutely. More so for new unit releases rather than like easy A's, unless the easy A is like a crazy just out of nowhere like easy A, like for example Pathku. I'm so surprised Pathku easy A'd. Yeah, him being like probably the best slot 3 unit in the game. Maybe. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. The camera's off because I wanted to showcase the full details for the character. But yeah, peace.